Hey Wonder Girls, this is Andrea coming at you from El Paso. I hope that you guys remember me because I remember you guys from the past camps. I miss you guys very dearly and I hope that you guys miss me too. But for now, I'm gonna send you guys a virtual hug and I hope you guys get it and feel my warmth. Missing all of you guys, like I said, dearly, my wonderful girls. So I just wanted to start by letting you guys know what my name is and a little bit about me if you guys didn't know already. I hope that throughout this journey I get to meet many of you, but like I said, for now, I'll introduce myself. So my name is Andrea Karen Quintanilla Bocanegra, but you guys can of course just call me Wonder A. I am 19 right now and I'm currently studying to be a cellular and molecular biochemist with a minor in biomedical engineering. I know that sounds long, but in the end, I hope that I come out as a scientist and an engineer. I am excited to start with you guys in this new journey. I know that it's not the same as being in the classroom, but of course, this is what we can do right now, and I hope that you guys are just as excited to start doing all of these activities, these fun activities that we got planned for you guys. Along with me. So for right now, we're gonna start with a thinker hat. So I've been thinking a lot about what we should do for you guys for the first video, and I think that this tinker hat is a really good idea just because it's a little hat that we can put on so that we can start our thinking process and everything. So our materials are of course gonna be glitter, because if you can see by my face, I really love glitter. It's one of my favorite things to use whenever we're doing arts and crafts. We're also gonna use glue. We're gonna use our safety scissors, some tape, some pencils, maybe some markers, colors. You guys could use colors. Of course, I'm not gonna use colors right now, but like I said, you guys are more than welcome to add anything else that you'd like to add. We're also gonna use a lot of colorful paper, whichever colors you guys would like. So of course, I'm gonna make my hats with my favorite colors, which are gonna be blue and pink. Lots of blue and lots of pink. So the first thing we're gonna do is that we are gonna draw and cut out our hat shape. So of course you guys can make it different shapes. You guys are more than welcome to make it your own. This is your hat after all. But for now, I am gonna do kind of a hat that looks like this. And then we're gonna put it on top of us whenever we're gonna study. So for that, I am gonna use more than one piece of paper just because then it's gonna be pretty small as you guys saw earlier. So first things first, like I said, we're gonna draw our hat. So I have another piece of paper right here. We're gonna take it and then we're just gonna start drawing whatever you want to draw and whatever you want your hat to look like. So like I said, I have a certain idea of what I want my hat to look like. It's gonna be this big thing. It's like Abraham Lincoln's hat. So we're gonna do that. And then we can draw something on that hat or we can put a saying or anything. I really like letting people know that I am a Wonder Girl, as you guys are, and I am proud to be that Wonder Girl with you guys. So I am gonna write in my hat, I'm a Wonder Girl with big capital letters. And then I'm probably gonna decorate it with a lot of glitter, and then I'm gonna put some stars on there, little hearts, just because I love stars, I love hearts. You guys can make a little puppy. I know a lot of you guys out there like your animals. I like raccoons, but I can't draw a raccoon, so I'm gonna hold off on that, and then we can always add to our tinker hat as we go. So for now, like I said, here is my drawing of my hat. This is how I'm gonna make it. As I said, here's my little star, here's my little heart. I am a Wonder Girl, and that's what my hat is gonna look like. So, we're gonna go on to making the actual hat. In order to make the hat, I am going to take two pieces of paper, like this, so that it's long enough so that we can put it on our head and it fits our head. Okay, so, and this is pretty simple, guys. You know, you don't even need it to be straight. You don't need it to be perfect. Like I said, it's your thinker hat, so as long as you let your imagination and creativity run free, it is okay. Okay, so after I have taped my two papers together so that I can make it like this at the end, I am going to decorate my pieces of paper. So like I said, what I want my little hat to say is, I am a Wonder Girl. So I'm gonna get my markers over here, and I'm gonna start writing it. Wonder Girl with big letters, and I'm gonna do those on red just because red goes really good with pink. I am a Wonder Girl. Once again, guys, you guys can Just pick whatever colors you want. If you want to use colors instead of markers, you're more than welcome to. Make it your own. I am a wonder girl. All right. And then we're gonna do some little stars. So for the stars, I don't want to use a marker, so I'm gonna go ahead and get another piece of paper, and then I'm gonna draw a little star on that piece of paper. And it doesn't matter if it's not perfect, guys. You know, like, stars are pretty hard to make. All of these shapes are pretty hard to make. So as long as you try your best, it's always gonna look good. So I'm gonna make my little star. Look at this right there, just pretty small. And I'm gonna go ahead and fold the paper so that once I cut it, I get more than one star. And then I'm just gonna follow the outline of that one little star so that, like I said, I get many stars. So I'm folding the paper. Pretty easy, pretty simple step. And then after that, I'm gonna fold it one more time the other way. And then I'm just gonna hold it tight, 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 tight together. And then we're gonna start cutting. Okay, there we go. So you guys, another idea for shapes can be simply triangles, you know, of different colors. You guys can also add that. As I said, you guys can add your little heart. You guys can be adding the glitter already. I'm gonna hold off on the glitter for a little bit longer. And I'm actually really excited to see what you guys come up with. I hope you guys like my hat as well. There we go. We finished cutting our little star. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, girls. You know, as long as you try, as I said, it's gonna be awesome. So here's my little stars. Now I have more than one star, of course. We have a lot of little stars, so a lot to pick from and a lot to put on the places if I decide that I want more than one star. So then we're gonna put our glue on our star, and then I'm just gonna put those stars all over. So that looks amazing. I bet you guys this is gonna look great too. I bet most of you guys are gonna make it better than I am. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of you girls out there, I've seen what you guys are capable of and your creativity levels, and I'm always super impressed by it. You girls are just what you are, you know, you guys are wonderful. You guys are the Wonder Girls, and you guys can do anything that you set your mind to. So I'm just gonna add little streaks of glue here so that we can add our glitter. And then let's see, what glitter should we pick? I have purple, I have blue, I have pink, and I have yellow. Let's see, our stars are yellow. I've already added purple. My whole thing is pink, so I think I'm gonna go with blue just because I haven't used that color. I like to keep it wonderful and colorful. So then here we go, a little bit of glitter here, there we go. Now we're gonna take off the excess glitter little by little. All right, and then here is my final product. I'm very, very excited once again just to see what you guys have come up with. So now that this part is done, we're simply gonna get another piece of tape. And we're gonna cut it. And then we're gonna put it on the other end of the paper, like so. And then we are going to bend it to make that cylindrical shape that is basically a circle. And then we're just gonna tape it. And always, if you guys need help, always ask your parents. You know, they're more than willing to help. If you have a big brother or a big sister, you guys can always ask them, just because it's not as easy to do it on your own, and that's perfectly understandable. All right, so my hat is done and I am ready to get thinking. Thank you, girls. Hey, Wonder Girls, I hope you guys are ready and excited for our next activity. So this is gonna be the first activity that I'm gonna get you guys started with, and I was thinking, what should I have them do? And after going through a lot of thinking, I finally decided to have you guys do the Slingshot Rocket, which is one of my favorites because you can always use it whenever, and it's pretty easy to make. And like I said, you can use it to play little games here and there, and you can make it to shoot things. So what we are going to need for this small activity is gonna be copy paper, probably the thickest one that you guys might have. I picked yellow because yellow is one of my favorite colors. Yellow is the color of the sun, yellow is the color of the stars, and of course, I love my little stars, I love my sun, and of course, yellow copy paper. And then we're gonna need some scissors, or safety scissors here. We're gonna need some wood sticks, We're gonna need rubber bands, our little eraser that goes at the bottom of those pencils. We're gonna need a straw, and then some paper fasteners. So I know that most of you guys might not know what it is, but your parents and your supervisors definitely do. So you just need to ask them for these little paper clip things. And then I am going to be using pencils for any outlines or any little lines that I might need to make. And finally, our tape. Alrighty girls, so our first step is going to be the easiest one, which is going to be our slingshot, which is going to be the one that we're going to be using to shoot our rocket. So for that slingshot, you're only going to need one piece of wood stick and one rubber band. So let's get started. We're going to get a piece of tape. It's going to be a small little piece of tape, and then we're going to get our stick. We're going to put half of the piece of tape on the stick, like so. Just half of it so that we make space for the rubber band. And then we're gonna put the rubber band on top, right on top where the tape is, so that the rubber band is stuck to the tape. And then we're gonna fold that tape over and make it like a sandwich. And this is how it's supposed to look. We are gonna add another tape just for reinforcements, just so that it doesn't break too easily. We're gonna add another little piece, and we're gonna do the exact same thing that we did before, but with that rubber band that we already put on there. Awesome. So you guys have your slingshots ready, so let's go ahead and do our rockets now. So for our rocket, we're gonna get a straw. The straw is gonna be the body of our rocket. You guys can decorate the straw. If you guys have colorful straws, then that's awesome. You guys get to pick whatever color you want for your rockets. I have these straws, which are not bad. I actually kind of like them. I kind of like that they have the little line, the little red line. So that's pretty awesome. Like I said, you guys can decorate them always. You guys can put markers, you guys can paint them. You guys are more than welcome to let your creativity run free, because that's always what we want to encourage, right? And then we're gonna get our eraser. I chose a green eraser because green goes really, really good with yellow, and we're gonna put it on that straw. So of course, as you can see, my eraser is too big for my straw, and that's not always the case. Some of you guys might have straws that are just the perfect size, and that's perfectly fine. You guys are done with this little step. For those of you that are having the same problems as I am, we're just gonna get another little piece of tape. We're gonna cut it, and then we're gonna use it to tape down our little eraser, just so that it does not come off. And then we're gonna try and do it tight as possible. If you need help, you can ask your parents, your supervisors, and that's more than fine. We're gonna tape it down, perfect and steady. Squeeze it a little just to make sure that it does not come off. All right, we're gonna do the test. Perfect, that's good to go. So on to the next step. For the next step, we are gonna get our paper fasteners, and for this step, you guys might need a little bit of help just because they're pretty hard, but some of you guys might be able to do it. What do I know? Some of you girlies are pretty strong out there, and I might say a lot of you guys are stronger than I am. So for that, we are going to just bend it at the top, like so, like a little flower that's pointing towards the sun, wherever it might be. And then after that, we are gonna get another little piece of tape, and we're gonna use that tape to tape our little paper fastener onto the straw. And we're gonna tape it right under where we put that eraser, right like so. And then we're gonna tape that down. And then we're gonna try to do it as straight as possible so that it doesn't come off or anything, and as tight as possible as well. So I'm gonna do a couple of times around, bring it around town, and then there you go, that's perfect. And now we're gonna add another tape just so that we have that secure. Once again, it's always better to be safe than sorry, so that you can have that safety little tape net right there. We're gonna do it one more time, and then perfect. You have your top of the rocket. Now for the bottom of the rocket, which is probably my favorite part because we get to use our scissors and we get to cut it out however we want to. So the most usual shape, the easiest shape, and the shape that I recommend you guys to go with, just because a lot of your rockets are gonna have that shape, it's gonna be a triangle. And of course for that triangle, I am gonna use my corners to guide me, just because that's always easier. The corners are already half of the triangle, right? So we're gonna draw little diagonal lines so that we can complete the triangle. And for this, you guys are only gonna need 3 sides. So your triangles don't have to be that big, but like I said, you guys can personalize it as much as you guys want. I have my 3 little triangles right here, and now we're ready to cut it. So let's get started with cutting it. And that's the good thing about the corners, guys, that you only have to make 1 cut, and then boom, 1 triangle is done. And then we go ahead and we do that other cut, and then boom, triangle. I'd also like to see what a lot of you guys chose as your colors. I would like to see what you guys' favorite colors are and everything. So make sure that you guys share pictures with us and make sure that you guys are showing us your processes. If you guys want to share a video with us, that'd be awesome. I would love to see you guys' creativity levels and just be free. So since I have my awesome little markers here, I am going to get my green so that it matches my eraser at the top over here. I'm gonna get my green, and then we're gonna put something on our little fins that are gonna go at the bottom of the rocket. And then let me think. Well, since I'm gonna think, let me just put on my thinking hat. It always helps. It always helps me think a lot better. So we're gonna put that on, and we're gonna think, what can we draw? Let's see, what is around flowers? Perfect. Thank you, thinking hat. You're always helpful. Alrighty, so let's do some flowers. And flowers, there's a variety of flowers. I chose flowers, but you guys can always do doggies, you guys can do hearts, you guys can do stars, you guys can do my little monkey that I have back here, you guys can do bananas, you guys can do anything in the world that you guys would like to do. Go ahead and do it. And then I'm gonna put my name on one of the sides just so that people know that it is mine and that my little brothers don't take it from me. I know some of you guys have little brothers, little siblings, and oh my God, they take my things all the time, but that's okay. We can always make another one, and that's the awesome thing about this project, that you can make as many as you want, because straws, there's a lot of straws. You can get wooden sticks anywhere. You eat a popsicle and then boom, you have a wooden stick and you already have half of what you need. So we get our 3 fins. I have my 3 fins right there. One with my name, one with my flower, and then another one with my flower. And then we're gonna get our rocket over here. And then we're gonna use the tape. So we got our fin here. I'm gonna cut the tape just so that it's a little bit smaller and it doesn't cover my flower on the fin. And then we're gonna put it on one side of the fin right there. And then we're gonna get our little rocket, and then we need to make sure that the triangles are aligned like this with the rocket, that the little side is right where the eraser is, and then I'm gonna put it on my rocket like so. And it doesn't matter if the tape is too big, you can just put it to go all the way around that straw, and then it's gonna look like this. So in order to keep our fin straight, we're gonna use another tape on the other side of the fin to make sure that it is straight, and then we're gonna do the exact same thing that we just did. And we're gonna repeat that 2 more times so that we can have our 3 little fins. And what we want these fins for is so that the rocket knows how to go and to go in a straight line. So thanks to these little fins, our rocket is gonna stay on its course. And that is why a lot of the rockets, like that rocket that was just released recently, I don't know if you guys heard about that, but that was pretty cool. The last one had been released like 10 years ago, so that's crazy. So that rocket there also had its fins so that I knew where to go. And we want our fins to be as straight as possible because of course we want our rocket to go straight. If our fins are not straight, or if something is wrong with our fins, then of course something is going to be off from the rocket. Like I said, it's always better to ask for help. There is no problem in asking for help. And we all know that you girlies can do it on your own, but like I said, a little bit of help never hurts. All right, so then we have our 3rd fin right here. We're gonna put our last fin on there. Perfect. And then that other side, make sure that you guys are putting tape on both sides so that the fins don't bend or anything. Perfect, so my rocket is done. I hope that you guys' rockets look just as awesome as mine. And you know what? We might even get a competition going on here because I actually think mine came out pretty good. And I think I'd like to see a lot of you guys' rockets just to see which one is the best one, or maybe, I don't know. We'll see. So we have our slingshot over here, and then we have our rocket. So how about we try it out? Let's go. All right, so what we are going to do is that we are gonna get our slingshot like this. We're gonna make sure that it works. We're gonna give it a few little stretches just to make sure that's ready to go. And then we're gonna get our rocket. The bottom part should be the little paper fastener that we put on there. So now you can see why we bent that paper fastener. Of course, it wasn't only to put it on here, but it was also so that we can use it as a little hook to hold onto our rubber band. And there we go. The rubber band should go in there neat. And then we're just gonna make sure that this is working perfectly fine, okay? And then we're gonna align it, and then we just awesome. So actually I'm gonna have my director help me and get that rocket for me because it actually went pretty far and it bounced right back. Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Luis. Alrighty, so then let's try that one more time through the side just so that we can see how that looks. I think it's awesome, guys. And you can always just set up your little course over there just so that you guys can try shooting things at it, maybe like throwing down little water bottles or anything. You guys can always try anything. Let your imagination run free. All right, so then we're gonna do that one more time. Oh, it caught. It's fine, completely fine. That might happen, guys, and it doesn't mean that it's not working. It just means that we need to try it a different way. And like I said, it's always nice to ask for help if you have any questions. Oh, one more time. Alrighty, let's see. Hopefully this time I get it right. All right, awesome. You guys see that shot? That was great. And I cannot wait to see you guys' slingshots. So before we do say bye from this workshop, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot working with you guys and showing you guys what my little crafts came out to be, showing you guys my little yellow rocket. But like I said, before we say goodbye today, I want to leave you guys off with a little bit of fun facts from our little project right now. So I'm gonna give you guys a slingshot fun fact, and then I'm gonna give you guys a rocket fun fact. So our rocket fun fact is gonna be that if you didn't know, before sending humans to space, we used to send little monkeys and dogs too. And then we would also make an outfit, a specific space outfit for them that fit to them perfectly, just so that we could ship them off to that space and they could see, and then we could see them return and then see what is up in space and etc. So I hope that they took their bananas and that they took their little dog food as well with them, because that's crazy. What are they gonna eat out there? That's so crazy to me. Like, what is going on? They got, monkeys and dogs got to go to space before humans ever did. That's absolutely crazy. And I know a lot of you guys might have already known that, but I still think that it's a good thing to keep in mind and that to bring up, just because of that spaceship that I have told you guys about. It's shot with a human this time, so no doggies, no monkeys missing from the earth this time. And then we're gonna move on to our slingshot fun fact. So our slingshot fun fact, let me pick up our little rocket just so that you guys can view it in the meantime. All right. So our slingshot fun fact is that the slingshot we are making is the same as that one app, Angry Birds. I don't know if you guys have heard about Angry Birds. I guess it's a pretty old game. But back in my day, back whenever I was younger, it was the top hit. Everybody loved it. And it's that same thing. It's just a huge slingshot and there's little birdies and you're supposed to put those birdies on the slingshot and then you shoot them at piggies because the piggies stole. Anyways, for you guys to understand that whole game, you guys would have to download it, and you guys are more than welcome to download that game. Once again, its name is Angry Birds. If you guys can ask your parents, maybe you guys can download it and you guys can check out what a slingshot can actually do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial on how to make our slingshot rocket. And once again, I hope you guys share with us pictures and videos of you guys doing it, because I am really excited to see what you guys have come up with, and I want to see whose is better than mine, if there even is one that's better than me. So we'll have to see about that, actually. And have a great day, guys.